Hello people of the internet, I am Observato, and this is not Rome 2 Total War, this is Rome 1 Total War. So, why am I playing this? Well, I figured that I needed a little bit of a blast from the past, and I needed to do a bit something different than just everyone who piles on the newest Total War game. So, actually, we're not going to be playing Rome 2 right now. I feel like doing something different anyways. This is technically not just Rome Total War, it is Rome 1 Darthmod. So you will be seeing the modifications that those have done to this. Not much. It's essentially the same game, just with slightly more units. And we're going to be doing a provincial campaign, which is basically a larger campaign. It's nothing different from normal campaign. There's just more of it. We will play on hard because I like having things more difficult than the norm, but I want things to be somewhat reasonable. I don't want to just have grind out fights and very hard, especially since I don't think I'm that experienced at it, but I don't know, maybe someday if I even get to finish this. Let's see now. Wow, I just lost my train. Alright, well, anyways, if you saw the title of the video, you will know what the faction is already, but I'll tell you now, I don't play Rome. I'm gonna play something I haven't done much recently, because I played mostly Rome and Barbarian factions in what I've played of the Darthmod before, Rome 1 Darthmod. So I don't want to play any of those anymore. And if you see my Arverni campaign on Rome 2, you're also not playing over there on the other game too. So I don't want to play any more of that. What we're going to do instead is take an Eastern faction. Specifically, I want to do Pontus. Why Pontus? Well, let's put it this way. I don't want to play Egypt, and I don't want to play Seleucia, because they're not really Eastern factions. I mean, the Seleucids have a lot of Eastern units and that sort of thing, like cataphracts and the like, but they're still a Greek faction, and that's not really what I want. I could have done Parthia or Armenia, sure, to be sure, but everyone's heard of Parthia, or anyone who's done Rome, and Armenia was a toss-up between here and Pontus, but I want to do Pontus because they have a relatively interesting unit set, and I think you'll see that very shortly. It's very unusual compared to your usual Rome army. It's definitely not infantry, that's for sure. Now, as you can see here, there's only 3. You have to hold 80 settlements, which is a lot, but aside from that, these are essentially your home territory, so basically this area here. So you're really open on what you are allowed to do, and how you get those 80 settlements is entirely up to you. But for me, I have 2 goals set in my mind. Pontus is the last old Persian dynasty in the world, at least of this time. Parthia is a new Persian dynasty, and the Arsacids of Parthia are upcomers that don't really know the ways of old Persia. Now, Pontus is a bit different in that it is technically a Persian dynasty, but they have lots of Greek influences, and lots of the Eastern civilizations don't really like that. And in Rome 2, they reflect this by using lots of things like hoplites. I've done a Pontus campaign in Rome 2, and they use lots of hoplites and that sort of thing. In Rome 1, they're not so much so. They're much more Eastern-like, and they use a lot more cavalry, and that'll become obvious as we play this. So, in any case, I have 2 goals for Pontus, and they're the same as my Rome 2 ones. Number 1, reforge the Persian Empire. That is to say, I will take Pontus and conquer Persepolis, which is one of the cities of Parthia over here. Now that does mean I have to get in conflict with Eastern factions. So be it. Deal with it. I was going to do that anyways, probably. And the second is take Sparta, because everyone knows them, if you've ever seen 300, or better yet, know anything about Thermopylae, you know that Persia and Greece have quite something of a rivalry. So, yeah, I would want to finish the fight and take Greece over as a new Persian Empire. Whether or not that's actually 80 settlements, I don't know. Probably not. But that'll be an interesting way to start. So let's get started. One other thing and the benefit of Pontus is that they have a really nice color scheme. I'm really fond of this cyan blue and red color scheme that Pontus has. Much more so than their yellow color in Rome 2. I don't know why they're so bright, so they're so different between them, because Parthia is still purple and pink in Rome 2. Rome is still red. Well, I guess it varies depending on which the Greeks, it changes a bit, but Iceni / Britannia are still blue, Arverni / Gaul are green, Suevi / Germania are red, but Pontus is a completely different color, and I'm not quite sure why. Heck, even Armenia is still green. Huh, whatever. Not that it really matters in any time. Now, I've played a bit of the starting campaign with Pontus before, so I know how the early game works. And the way I work is that I tend to build my economy. Ugh, Eastern Infantry. That's good. I forgot. I remember playing with Eastern Infantry, and it sucks. They suck so hardly, but they will have to do. We'll get everything moving to Sinope, because the first thing I want to do before I consider any other things is to unite Asia Minor itself.
No more moves, sire.
The one exception will be anything in Kotais, because Kotais is on the border with Armenia, and while Armenia and me are friends, that doesn't mean I should leave this undefended, because in Rome 1, alliances mean nothing. It doesn't matter if you're neutral or allied. If you put a weak front with a city, if you leave a poorly defended city next to another civilization, they will try to take it, alliant if you're allied to each other. So I'm gonna just keep this guy holed up here, and in fact we'll bring my spy over here. Let's see. Unheard. Oh man, I am not used to hearing the Eastern voice. Gotta shake my head a bit. the only place where I've heard the Eastern voice before was my own Pontus campaign before. I didn't play it all that long.
Out of moves, sir.
Sebastia. I'm familiar with all these names because I had to play the Pontus campaign. Sinope, Sebastia, Trapezus. Oh, maybe not Heraclea, but many of them. Right. Let's get the economy rolling. And you get the economy rolling by building roads everywhere. Besides that, roads are just generally useful. Roads all day, except here, where they need some basic infrastructure first. Yeah. I guess we could use a few more Eastern infantry. Alright, let's begin. Sounds a little bit quiet for me. You're way too old. Nope. Go away. Sounds a little bit quiet for me. I don't know how that will turn out in the end of the video. Could be fine, could be problematic. Yeah, I will be ready to adjust it next time if I need to. We'll just build some traders up here now. Get the economy rolling. Get that Black Sea trade going, or Pontus Sea trade, rather. Parmosica. They seem to be leaving, so I'll bring the spy. I'll leave him here for now. Keep moving. Aye, it's a long time. Technically, they give you the rebel city here with Bithynian rebels. However, from my brief experience, I noticed that Bithynia is heavily undefended by a 3/4 stack army of hoplites and that sort of thing. So they're not really the first city you want to engage with Pontus. Not with this stuff. At least not on a siege battle. I'll leave that there for now. Right now we're just gonna gather everything up in Sinope and make sure that everything is in order. Why did I not put roads in Sinope first? Let's make sure everywhere else has roads first. Actually, let me think about that. You need roads up here first, before you have the trader. Let's see, sit up there after the roads. You could probably need Sinope will probably be a military building to start with, since it is my capital and all. What else? We'll get Hillman. Yuck. No thanks. Pontic Light and Pontic Heavy Cab. That's more like it. Let me just make sure that that's. Let me just make sure that's what I want. Phalanx Pikemen is what I'm aiming for as my actual infantry corps, but that's probably a long time off, and I'll probably never stop using Eastern Infantry then. Okay, cab. Just interested in seeing what we have here. Nothing interesting. We'll see. Cappadocian Cab are basically cataphracts, so that's part of the reason why I wanted to play Pontus, because they have the combination of cataphract units and pikemen, which is a really interesting combination. And again, yes, I could play Seleucia, but why would I do that? Why would I want to do that when I can play Pontus and also have chariots? I'm saying that as if chariots are really useful, but they're not really, as I've not personally had huge amount of success with chariots, but doesn't matter. And yeah, put the cavalry stables here. Trader, and that'll be all.
Your obedient servant, who here is to obey.
I believe we need to move on now. Wow, this computer is blazing fast. I remember the original reason I played Rome 1, I originally picked up Rome 1 last year in 2012. Why would I do that? It was because my laptop was horrible. It was old, it was bad. And it was also a Mac. That would also be a very good reason why. So yeah,
Of the
I got
roads, sir.
I got my introduction to the Total War series in playing the classic realm.
Ships ready. Set sail.
Aish, that voice the voice that pierces the heavens, quite literally, considering my real thing. All right, you two, trade with me. Great. Do these shrines lead to anything different? Gotais might be important in the future, so it's important that I get something good here. Units. Any particular units? Nope. In that case, I'll just leave that alone for right now. We will build a We'll build the stables here first. Bring this army here. Who are you? You are Spartocus. Interesting. It doesn't necessarily preclude you from command, though. So I'm going to give you a chance. I'll leave Mithridates and one of his Eastern infantry here.
Prepare to ambush. Mighty general. Onward. Onward. My lead. Onward. Move.
And we'll bring them to the unite around here. The first city I'm looking for is about here, so that's where I'm headed at the moment. We'll leave the token garrison there for now, but I just want to keep an eye on it in case Armenia starts getting ideas. But other than that, guess we can put one of those down. Always have more trade. Trade is nice. Trade is very nice indeed. Hey. Make the moving here.
Onward. Forward.
Unite.
Move
Right there.
then, mighty lord. Can't do it, sire. My liege. Your obedient servant.
Ah, there's our first target. Yeah, this.
Speak with them at once.
Nope. Nope. Huh. It's a much smaller garrison than I expected. Yeah. We'll come. We'll get there a little shortly. I could probably use more cab actually. So I'll bring this cab and breed with me.
Onward.
Good. They'll be at the same time. Okay. Things are looking good here, here, here. They're still building those. And they're pretty boring. I guess we can put a land plan into use since he's not going anywhere. And in Trapezoos, Trapezius, no, you're still building something. Go ahead.
Your obedient servant.
Alright, looks good. That sucks for Sinope, but they seem to be okay with one Eastern infantry. Looking good here. Ah. I want these places to grow, so they actually do something for my income. Fine. Alright, we'll unite on the bridge. Put it here, here, here. Good. I know this army is bigger. And I'm a little unnerved by the fact that I can't see that army right now. But that's okay. It's fine. Keep going.
My liege, march! Moves depleted, mighty lord.
Galatia, where are ya?
To hear is to obey. Moves depleted, sir.
Okay. Give here. Trapezius, you can get a mine. Go ties. Yeah, you see this here? You see this here? This is exactly what I was expecting. Now they are just horse archers, so they can't really take my city, but if you leave your city undefended, or what your computer thinks is weakly defended, then they will attack it with no excuse whatsoever. Yeah, but they're not going to take it with horse archers. See? What did I tell you? There they are. Expanded. Bing.
Great one, to hear is to obey.
Yeah. This is what I was expecting. And you can see why I'm afraid of it now, because this is basically your Britannia army. And if I were to engage this on open ground, I would lose. Very badly. Naked fanatics tear a path through my barbarian units, so imagine what they would do to my Eastern infantry.
March! March!
Now I'm still afraid they're going to hit me anyways, but not a whole lot I can do about that. Still gonna try it? Don't you even try. You will suffer. I'm gonna build the military barracks here. Whereas for you, you will get a shipwright. I guess we could put walls up here now then, because why not? Wall. And the palace there looks good. Move on. Sure. If you attack my city next, I will be very mad. Okay, good. Interesting, but not entirely unexpected.
Attack! Besieging settlement, sir. Settlement under siege.
Settlement under siege. I can hear those people in the hallway. I wonder if they'll be picking my microphone. Whatever. We'll deal with it when it comes. And also reminding me that I will never be able to record at 1:30 in the afternoon in the future. I thought it'd be quieter than this in the middle of the day, but what do you do? Not have to stop once you start recording. I mean it. Don't try it. You really don't want to try it. Nom 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 nom. Okay, let's see here. You have just upgraded to things, so you get a port. And now we will
My liege,
finally get to
prepare for battle.
do this. If I was playing this army on open ground, I would sorely lose this, because if anyone who's knows anything about taking infantry against Britannia knows, it doesn't go well. It really doesn't. But their weakness is that
Before the sun sinks in the west, this battle will be done. Whether the day goes well is in our hands. Oh, brave soldiers, let us fight well. By tomorrow, our sword arms will ache from overuse.
sorry, sometimes I like listening to general speech stuff. That was hardly the most inspiring one I've ever heard. Hit here. Why is this one so few? Interesting. Like that. Pontic cavalry is a bit different from your usual cav because they are not melee cav. They are javelin cav. They are different. Now you might ask, well, how is that different from, say, Roman cavalry auxilia, which in general suck horribly? Well, I can't tell you for sure if Pontic cav sucks or not. What I can tell you is that they are the main force of Pontic power in the early game, because you're certainly not getting it out of Eastern infantry, and for the most part their other units are fairly generic, so most of their power is actually going to be in your javelin cav from the start, and heck, even your general is a javelin cav. That's not, in your general that's not so great, but with your other units it's awesome. Ram in position. Okay. Get everyone moving here. Everyone stand and fight. Now, number one, take out the naked fanatics, because if you don't, I lose. Eastern infantry will not win against naked fanatics at all. Oops. Is the camera stuck? Forgot about that, and I forgot the options to undo it. Oh, here it is. That one, right? Yeah, it is. No, no, it's not. There we go. That's better. And now you get to watch the AI run in circles and not do anything of importance. Hopefully they come back. Come back? Please? I need you to come back so I can win this. They're playing it a little smarter this time. Which is odd, because I played this on normal. I played this on hard as well. Last time.
Your soldiers and the battling ram are at the walls! Now comes the test of their courage!
Whatever, that was a little awkward. How they didn't start firing, but that's okay. Okay.
Your soldiers have broken through the gate! Now order them on and hound the enemy!
They all need to die,
And the
or I don't.
gods smile upon you! The enemy walls are breached!
Here they come. Okay, we need to move the rest of the infantry up here. Yep, and to the surprise of no one, they broke. Okay, we want this one to move out. This is certainly not going as well as the other one did. Where I was able to sit here and they didn't attack me the whole time. This is more what I need to have to happen. And I need that to happen for the chariots as well. Ugh, I hate naked fanatics with this sort of damage. That cavalry's out.
The cowardly enemy have lost the walls! Send your troops and take the rest of the settlement!
Don't need all of you piling here, so. I chose to be more aggressive this time, which is smart on their part, but bad for me. A lot smart on their part. However, they're not moving their chariots, so chariots don't do so well in just the ground out fight. And when the chariots rout, everything routs. Now they fight naked Panax though, which is probably not going to go anywhere near so well as to them. Eastern Infantry, you suck. If nothing else, Eastern Infantry are a giant mob. Oh god, they're berserking. So, turn around, deal with the cavalry. Oh, goodness. Don't rout, don't rout. They're routing. It's fine. Unfortunately, the naked Panax are doing the grind fight, and that's gonna kill a heck of a lot of Eastern Infantry for me. But now they're killing the last man, so let's see. Hit this Eastern Infantry here. Once the Javelin Cav has ceased being cavalry, Javelin Cav, they will become normal Cav. I'm not quite sure how well they actually do in that regard, but... If there's anything Eastern Infantry I've got, it's that they'll do decently against cavalry. I'm not quite sure how they will do against chariots, but... But if there's any advantage to Eastern Infantry, that there is a lot of them. And as I found in Realm 1, having more troops matters more than having better troops that are but fewer. Now, it's hard to say that when you're fewer as chariots, but that's... Excellent. We'll get some cavalry in there so that we can perhaps do more than just a grind fight. Luckily for us, Galatia is not Britannia, so they don't know how to use their chariots very well, apparently. So, however messily, we are winning the grind fights. Indeed. We might as well just charge the whole square now, because why not? Okay, how's my captain? Just for the record, it's really strange seeing one of these barbarian towns in the desert. It's really strange. Really, really strange. But they are Celts, so I guess it had to be that way. to some extent. Hurry up, Cav. Actually, though, Cav isn't going to do me so well here, because... Oh, you stupid... This is the part that's going to suck, because now I can't route them anymore. So if anything, I need them to back up a little bit. Back up just a touch. And eventually they're gonna fight me. I mean... Oh god, you stupid. Really? You stupid Eastern infantry. Guess I'm not doing that strategy anymore. They mass routed? Are you kidding me? That's embarrassing. Should have just grounded out, really. Guess we're gonna have to try this again, huh? Stupid. God. All I have to do is back up a little bit. Not even that far. Instead, I had to waste my Cav's precious lives because you stupid infantry couldn't hold a line. Should have got these arches up, I think. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna play the games anymore. I'm gonna be patient. Bring some of my other units up. Speed things up. Let me get here. Not playing your games anymore. I'm gonna do things I'm gonna do this properly. Which is skirmishy routes.
They're attacking us!
None of the arrows are firing. Keep going. You can't see them at all. case it's moving forward, let the grind fight. Keep doing it. Huh, I wonder why they're still playing. Ah, whatever. They're gonna fight to the death, and they're gonna fight to the death. They can just die ever so slowly.
Victory is yours, and no one can argue that it is not both well-deserved and worthy.
Meh, I beg to differ. It was alright, I guess.
Glorious victory! Settlement captured!
You're not feeling great, you can be exterminated.
Yes, mighty lord. Yes, my liege. No more
Well,
moves.
there we go. First down. And I won't appear to be that happy with me. But whatever. I don't care. Well, that'll do for right now. That is probably nearly 15 minutes. This is longer than Rome 2 is doing because Rome 2's battles are extremely short compared to even Rome 1's. So, I'm still getting the timing down. Depending on how this episode turns out, I may not even release this one. But if I do, this will be up on Reddit, and I will be looking forward to seeing if and how many comments it gets. And guess we'll give this a try. Until next time, I'm Master, and hopefully this will continue. If not, I'll be back to Rome 2. See you next time. If at all, if you even see this video. But if you do, see you next time.